SUVs, or at least it has been the most popular body style for a couple of years now, and the Mahindra Scorpio has been wowing customers in the market for 20 years. But there's a new one in the market today called the Scorpio-N, which is bolder, newer, and we think it might pose some serious threat to the competition. Or will it? Now, we are sure that you have taken a look at the detailed review of the Scorpio-N on our YouTube channel, but now it's time to highlight a couple of details that you might want to take note of before you make that buying decision. So let's get you a spec comparison of the newly launched Scorpio-N versus the Tata Safari, Kia Carens, MG Hector Plus, and also the Hyundai Alcazar. Now, I'm not going to be comparing these SUVs to the Mahindra XUV700 simply because it's a more premium offering, and also why confuse you with two Mahindra offerings, right? Starting with dimensions, the Scorpio-N is the largest, widest and tallest SUV in this comparison, which accentuates its bold and butch look, but it's the Carens that has the longest wheelbase, which could mean more space inside the cabin but might also translate to a more stable and comfortable ride. Given its second row seats recline to allow an easier access to the third row, it might also be the most comfortable choice amongst its rivals. Now, all these SUVs offer a seating capacity of up to 7, but it's the Hyundai Alcazar that offers you 4 variants in the 6-seater option if captain seats and travelling in comfort is a priority. A notable feature in the Alcazar's 6-seater configuration is that it offers wireless charging pad for second row as well. Speaking of the third row, ventilation is of utmost importance after space, and in that respect, the Alcazar, Carens, Hector Plus and Safari offer you AC vents with fan speed controller for the third row passengers, USB charging socket as well. Entry into the third row of the Hector Plus tends to be a little cumbersome given you can't tumble the second row seats completely, but that's an issue with the Safari as well. Now, that is quite an inconvenience if you want to ferry a full family pretty often, and Mahindra on the other hand has decided to skip AC vents for the third row passengers, which is quite questionable given the kind of weather we face in our country, right? Kia Carens third row, as per our previous road test, is the most comfortable, and the third row seats can be reclined by 33 degrees as well. Now, coming to the luggage space, we haven't been able to get you the numbers with all the various permutations and combinations of the seats folded or not, but from all the data that we have gathered, the Kia Carens offers a lot of storage space with a generous enough 216 litres of boot with all seats up, which can be extended to 1164 litres if you need to move stuff around while shifting or simply shopping. Coming to creature comforts, all 5 SUVs will cater to your usual demands like connected car tech, wireless phone charging as well as sunroof. But the Safari, Hector Plus and Alcazar go a step further to offer panoramic sunroof, which is always a hit with us Indians. But a few features that stand out in each car has to be the Alexa What 3 Words navigation feature in the Scorpio-N, ventilated seats not only in the front row but also optional for the second row seats in the Tata Safari, the electric seat tumble feature for convenience in the Kia Carens, as well as 64 ambient lighting option in the topmost spec model. Wireless phone charger in front as well as second row in the Hyundai Alcazar, whereas hands-free tailgate, 360-degree camera, iSmart app connectivity for smartwatch and over 100 plus voice commands in the MG Hector Plus, including some of them being English commands. Now, as you can see, these SUVs are packed to the gill with various features. It also depends on the variant that you choose. Now, I'm not going to get into that detail because that is a mammoth task and you have to go through the brochure in detail. But what you should consider, of course, is the safety tech, and all these SUVs also come packed to the brim with safety tech. A few notable safety tech in these SUVs worth mentioning though is the driver drowsiness detection and SOS button in the Scorpio-N, blind view monitoring system and the 360-degree camera in the Hyundai Alcazar. Now, we don't have safety ratings for all of these SUVs, but I'd like to remind you that most of the Tata cars have scored 5 stars in the global NCAP rating, and so has the Mahindra XUV700. So that should give you an indication of how the latest Safari and the Scorpio-N might fare. The Kia Carens has scored 3 stars in its most basic safety spec model. Now, we don't have the safety ratings of the Hector Plus and the Alcazar either, but like I mentioned right at the start, safety should be of utmost importance when you're making that buying decision. Now, the segment that we are in, the customers love driving their cars, so performance and the powertrain plays a very important part. On paper, it is the Scorpio-N that offers you the most powerful options, a 2-litre petrol M Stallion with 203 PS of power and 370 Nm of torque in its manual guise, and 380 Nm with an automatic variant. The 2.2-litre M-Hawk diesel engine produces 175 PS of power and 370 Nm of torque in its manual variant and 400 Nm in the automatic variant. Both engine options are offered with a choice of a 6-speed automatic and manual transmission. As you can see, Tata Motors has made a bold choice by offering the Safari with just a 2-litre turbocharged diesel engine which isn't as powerful as the Scorpio-N. The Hector Plus 2 offers a 2-litre diesel engine with similar torque figures as the Safari but offers just one 6-speed manual variant. For environmentally conscious buyers, MG offers a 1.5-litre turbocharged mild hybrid petrol option as well with a 6-speed manual gearbox only. It's time for us to talk about fuel consumption and going by our road tested figures. Among the 2-litre petrol engines offered by the Scorpio-N and Alcazar, the Alcazar is more efficient, offering 12 km to the litre. Between the 1.5-litre Hector Plus and the 1.4-litre turbo petrol Carens, the Carens offers better efficiency. The only petrol hybrid variant available in this, the Hector Plus, offers 11.05 km to the litre. We haven't tested the diesel variant of the Scorpio-N just yet, but between the Safari and the Hector Plus that offer 2-litre diesels, the Safari automatic returns 11.5 km to the litre, but the manual variant of the Hector Plus returns 15.01 km to the litre. While between the 1.5-litre automatic diesel variants of the Alcazar and Carens, it's the Alcazar that again manages to rake in better fuel efficiency numbers. Now coming to pricing, it is somewhat incomplete because Mahindra is yet to announce prices of the Scorpio-N automatic and 4-wheel drive variants, but from the prices that we already have, the Kia Carens has nailed the pricing in a price conscious market, offering a manual petrol variant at a showroom price of under 10 lakh rupees and offering you the top spec variant for 16.74 lakh rupees, which too undercuts the top spec model offered by the competitors by almost 3 to 4 lakh rupees ex showroom. But as you can see, Mahindra is offering the Scorpio-N at a very competitive price starting at 11.99 lakh rupees ex showroom, with its top variant still cheaper than the remaining 3 SUVs in this segment. Well, there you go, we've got you all the details in the spec comparison test. We will be driving all these SUVs in depth to get you the various performance numbers and tell you how these cars feel like to drive on the road. Watch out for that as well. Do write in the comment section and let us know what you would want us to compare up next in a spec comparo. Until next time then, this is Sohini Dutt.